I try to be responsible, dragging faces, it's just a struggle. Adulting is exceptionally difficult. And I don't just mean for me, I mean generally it is very difficult. People make out like it's easy, it's not. Licky licorice. Wiki wicko wish. You are a rat. So about 6 weeks ago at work, I had a bit of a mental breakdown, ended up under a desk, crying, sobbing. My boss was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" And since then I've been signed off work with depression. So a bit of an update from last time. My employer and I made the mutual decision that I won't be going back to work for them, which sucks, obviously, but I'm just far too ill to work. In any case, when I was signed off work, I didn't really know what to do with myself. I've wanted to make a YouTube channel for years, but I've always been too scared. So I'm going to concentrate on getting well and making videos because it is really helping me. I will be going back to work soon in the next couple of months because I refuse to apply for benefits, and also I'm going to go insane if I'm staying at home all day every day. But anyway, here I am, 50 subscribers in. All you guys who sub to me, all you guys who are on Twitter and tweeting me, you are doing so much to help me recover from this weird thing. So yeah, serious Sarah mode for a minute. I just want to say again, personally, thank you so much everybody who's supporting my channel. Before now, since September, I've been working 3 to 4 days a week full time. And I've also been studying for a master's in game development, game design as well, full time. And also been doing Octavius. So that's the reason why Octavius hasn't really had that much going on with her since September. I came to a realization a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a fortnight ago, that there was no way I would be able to sustain all 3 of those things, so I had to get rid of one of them, and I've decided to quit work, as in I've completely quit my career in its entirety, and I'm not going back to it because it makes me sad. More adulting. Insane adulting. Now, don't get me wrong, I love being able to afford to pay the rent, and I love being able to afford to buy food. However, at the end of the day, it was making me so damn miserable, and I am still really sick even now. So I'm not even able to commit to just coming into the office just a couple of days a week because I never know when the anxiety and the depression is going to hit, and it's getting silly now. So I'm not going to be going on benefits because it's an absolute ball ache and it's horrible to do, and as well, there's no way it would even approach covering my rent, which is huge because I live in London. It really scared me when I heard about the new plans to drastically decrease the amount of people on sick benefits, because that's fine, but then people need access to mental health resources and they need jobs which accommodate for mental health, and I don't think I've ever been in one that really did, you know, a 9 to 5 office job. But my dad, wonderful man that he is, has said that he will help me out when I need it until I finish my course in September. So holy shit! Oh god, this is some mad adulting right here. This is some absolutely mad adulting. So I'm gonna be okay, I hope. I am absolutely terrified. I really am scared because this is the first time that I have been willfully unemployed for years and years. I'm shutting down my consultancy company as well. Like, I really am serious about this, and it could all melt down into nothing, but I'm really hoping that it won't. I noticed already that a couple of you guys have pointed out the fact that I do have kind of a cleavage in my videos. Now, I've said before that one of the reasons that I do that is, yes, because I want to get your attention, but then I'm hoping to keep you on my channel by actually doing decent content and it not just being, videos of my breasts. I wonder what that would look like. I really, really need to start work on my show, and also I need to do some Octavius stuff as well. So, yeah, I could finish the book live on stream, yes. I might change and put a vest on because creeps. So anyway, this is really, really embarrassing, but I never really talk about my Patreon in my videos or anything. But oh yes, I am the great pretender. but I do have one. And now that I really, really am hard pressed for money, I don't really have that much money to spare on nice things. So if you did ever feel like donating to me, then I would be forever grateful.
I want to be in a position where I'm comfortable. I do not want to be in a position where I'm comfortable from practically begging, you know? That's all. It wouldn't be right for me.
Well, this is so embarrassing. I don't know how other YouTubers could just be like, support my Patreon, because I get so embarrassed just asking.
My need is such, I pretend too much.
But I will put a link to my Patreon underneath this video, so if you do have, you know, a couple of dollars spare, honestly, even the tiniest bit really, really helps with me now.
But this is, it just, I hate being accused of begging, because that is the last thing I've ever wanted to do, and to my knowledge I've never done it, but
yeah.
Even anything slightly like it, it's horrible.
I am still a long, long way from any kind of YouTube fame, which means that I do still need to hold down a job, which is kind of difficult to do when all I want to do is just make videos for you guys. You guys mean a hell of a lot to me, you really, really do.
Oh yes, I am the great pretender, adrift in a world of my own.
And you have reduced the need for me to have any kind of, you know, counselling and helping with the depression, because all I need to do sometimes is just check Twitter or Facebook, and you guys have, you know, said hi or whatever, and that really gives me a purpose, and it was a purpose that I've been looking for a long time.
Yeah, you do all have really big hearts. You are all amazing. Okay, I appreciate that's quite love bomby, but you are. So how much of an amazing life these rats are because of you, directly because of you. And, I mean, I'm definitely, well, to be brutally honest, I don't think I'd be alive if this wasn't, you know, if this wasn't an option for me. But I'm just, everything's a lot right now, especially with trying, I mean, for the last few months, as you know, I've been on the edge anyway, and I'm actually quite proud of myself for not going back into that proper void, at the edge of the void. Hello.
I also want to say thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. I'm going to list them all here in a very, very sexy fashion, because I do everything sexily. Oh my god, has that been like that the whole time? The fact that anybody wants to give me any kind of funding towards this mad stuff that I'm doing really is an incredible feeling, because I initially started doing this just for me, to help me get out of a to help me get out of a depressive slump.
If I made an Amazon wish list, would someone buy stuff for me? Genuine question.
Something that you might have noticed is that I've started to put adverts on my videos. Now, the reason for this is that supposedly if you put adverts on your videos, then they're more likely to rank for a search term. I know that I'm not going to get a lot of money from monetizing my videos, but if I can buy a beer at the end of the month, that would be pretty cool.
I am sorry that I have to have ads, but I mean, bills, and it does help the algorithm. I have put on as little as possible, but I know they're annoying.
And the fact that anybody wants to kind of give me some money for a coffee or whatever, that blows my mind.
But I feel like I don't want to feel like I'm begging.
Whenever I see that my Patreon amount has gone up, it usually, no, it always makes me cry. It does, it makes me cry every time. I'm a very emotional woman. Form an orderly queue, gentlemen. I promise you that I am still committed to this channel and I am going to put more videos out, and I am listening to you guys when you give me any kind of criticism or whenever you give me any kind of positive points that you want to see more of. I'm also really impressed by the low amount of trolls I've had since I've started. I've only had a couple, which makes me wonder if I'm doing something wrong.
With my... that's my boobs.
What do you think?
Also, part of my collection, if you could really call it that, is my PlayStation VR, which you will notice is still in the box because it makes me really, really sick. So I did kind of want to buy one anyway, and I knew I was going to have to save up for one for ages and ages, and I dropped a hint to my boss. And because I'd been really stressed out about work and everything, he decided he was going to bribe me to stay by buying one for me, which is really lovely.
If you do want to support me on Patreon, then you can do. You can use the link in the description.
Also, a special thank you to my followers on Twitter. I've nearly reached 2,000 now. I'm quite impressed with the fact that at nearly 2,000 followers, I've only offended a couple of people on Twitter so far. I'm doing pretty well with that.
Oh yes, I'm the great pretender.
One of the things that I bet was really annoying for Amiga users would be the fact that you have to, like with that game, you have to have 2 carts.
Why is there a shrubbery following me? I'm a fish now. This is very Monty Python-esque, I have to admit. I also had my first troll a couple of weeks ago, which, to be honest with you, did upset me. I did flounce off Twitter for a little while. There was one tweet that the troll said that I kind of wanted to respond to though, because as a girl and as a gamer, I have to put up with this kind of thing quite a lot.
So if I read that, it's like it could completely fuck me up. It could send me into the void, to be honest, or near it. So
the first thing that he or she said was that I should get rid of the cat ears. No. The second thing was that I need to stop showing off my tits. I was born a woman. I grew up to have large breasts. I'm not ashamed of the fact that they're large.
yeah. And I wasn't even a knitted scarf at that point. That was about half an hour before becoming an absolute knitted scarf of a man. What? Well, according to viewers of Louis's Twitch streams, Louis is this person, I don't know who he is. Also, I don't usually get video games sent to me. Usually my PO box is full of presents for Louis's pets. You know, Louis, this guy right here.
Okay, bye, love you.